we're here at IWA with the guys of Airsoft.nu, and we're going to talk about this Mosin-Nagant model. It's a very special model. We are assembling this model in France in our own workshop, and please allow me to show it to you. It is a very realistic replica of the Mosin-Nagant used by the Soviet forces during the Second World War. The parts are weathered, as you can see. It has the markings. It is a CO2 gun. In the magazine below, you can adjust the hop-up. It's here. There is a very tiny Allen key where you can adjust the hop-up. Very good. It has an additional bayonet, which I think shouldn't be used during games. It is not pointy, so it's not that dangerous. Yeah, it is very good for a promotional video. The quantities we're going to make of this, as it's made in our workshop, it's limited. It will be delivered in the coming months, only to the customers who order it directly from us. And we have a recommended MSRP of around 389, 390 euros in the shop. So we think it's a very good model for a very competitive price. At the same time, let's say on the other side of the war, we have the MP40 used by the Wehrmacht, made by Heinel, if I'm not wrong. We also have some of the markings like serial numbers. Like you can see here, even the eagle, but without the cross. This is an electric AAG replica with blowback action, and we don't know still when we are going to be able to deliver or the MSRP, so we'll have to wait.
We have the license for Diamondback, so they are making firearms. We distribute this brand exclusively in France, and we asked them if we can use their design and their license to make their product in Airsoft. So the DB9 will be available in 2 months. The DB10 should be available this summer. We will see. They all come with BOSFET and ETU. You can program the full auto mode, full auto, burst of 3, 4, 5. So they both have this function. The DB9 will be available only in polymer version, and the DB10 will be available only in full metal version. The MSRP of the DB9 will be at 250 euros. This one will be a bit more expensive as it is full metal and should turn from 400 to 450. And this one also is the DB9 in short version, so it has all the license here and also on the handguard. Exactly like the original one, DB9 9mm caliber, and the DB10 is in 308 Winchester caliber. Name here, caliber, the logo. And this one will be delivered with the Bio UTG stock. It is a stock we have made and which is used on real firearms. So it is the professional range of product from UTG. So the quality of the stock is the best you can find. I don't have that much to say. They have, you know, the regular stuff, precision barrel, MOSFET, TTU. This one will arrive first in 2 months, probably this one later, I don't know when, but probably this summer. So this one is the BFC version of the FABARM. You have the choice between burst of 3 or 6 shots. This one is a CO2, it won't be available anymore. Next, at the end of the year, the gas version will be available. So it will be exactly the same, except the pneumatic system that will be changed. You will have a system with a valve, so you will just have to remove the valve and put a quick disconnect system to use it with HPA. Except that, what to say, it is exactly the same as the original one. All the parts can be switched between the Airsoft version and the real one, so it is scale 1:1. Exactly the same, including the rail. System is just the same. You can remove it like this. One important point with the FABARM, most of the shotguns are designed for hunting. This one has been designed for law enforcement. And law enforcement, most of the time, they have to do their job in building, and there is much less space than outside. This is the reason why this one, the pump is much closer from the stock than on any other shotgun. On other shotguns, usually the pump is more far away, because when you have to shoot, you are like this. This one, as it is designed for law enforcement, you have to be much more tight. It is the reason why the pump is much closer from the grip of the gun. So this is why this gun is a bit specific compared to the other shotgun you can find on the market. And they are used, for example, by the French law enforcement. They use it to open gates, to open doors. So it is a close combat or close quarter gun or tool, if you want to. So it is exactly the same. This is the space where you put the CO2 cartridge with a plug. And we have an HPA adapter up. This is where you put the cartridge, then you have the plug here, you screw. And to use it with HPA, you just have to substitute with one part, and you will directly put your remote system with the pressure. You don't need to regulate a second time the pressure. You can use it just with a remote system and a bottle in your back. It works at 60 bar of pressure. In the new gas version, you will have to have an extra regulator in the back, exactly like what you need with the HPA actually, like the Wolverine, the Polar Star, for example, or V12 engine from Vulcan. So that is the main difference between the old version and the new one that will be available at the end of the year.